Welcome to Everyday Life. Thank you for joining our podcast, Conversations Over Coffee. My name is Jen.
And I'm Dagda.
And we're going to hit you with the explicit content warning right off the bat. This podcast does include adult situations and adult language from time to time.
I'm an angel. I never fucking cuss.
Okay. Anyways, you ready to go?
Oh, yeah.
All right, let's go.
Ooh, potty mouth, potty mouth. Ooh.
You know, right? How bad my potty mouth was until you said something when you were going through our test recordings. You were just like, you cuss a lot. Oh yeah, I know. No, you cuss a lot. So, that's always funny to me because I'm like, I don't fucking remember. How the fuck do you expect me to fucking remember that?
Yeah. And especially expecting it to be me who was the worst potty mouth. And it's like...
Facts.
I mean, like when I was in EOD school one time I got yelled at by a Marine that I cussed too much. Like, I came down the hall and I heard somebody in here cussing up a storm, and I see it's you. Why do you cuss them? I'm like, I don't know. It's just the way I fucking talk.
Right?
Like, fuck. Fucking every other fucking fuck this.
Right? And it's just like, yes, drill sergeant. Yes, Marine sergeant. Yes, whoever. But it was funny because the reason I know why my brain, kind of got stuck on this. So I'm going through Facebook Shorts today, right? Because I'm trying to, to continue to do that thing where, I'm not scared of the world and I'm brave because we're doing this for work now and blah, blah, blah. And I'm a brave girl. I'm a brave person. I can put on the big pants too. Which, by the way, please don't ask me to do pronouns for everything because if that's just not my bag. You want to have pronouns, that's cool.
My pronouns are all and father.
Right. My pronouns would probably be psycho killer. Ba bum bum bum.
Bum, 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 bum.
Ba bum 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 bum.
Yeah. Better run.
Man, it's such a good movie. People should watch that movie. I avoided watching it because I had a thing against the main star in that. And then I watched it because I was like, oh, Jared Leto's in that? Oh, I must see Jared Leto because he's like, oh.
No, I'm not going to watch it.
I know, right? So anyways, right? So one of the things when we're listening to that intro is the fact that we did want it a little bit longer because that fucking intro music is awesome.
Yeah. I
really like it. And of course, we're going to have it notated and everything. But if we haven't by this point given that specific shout out, the intro music, you can find it on Pixabay. And it's Into the Night, UK drill music by PRAZKAHNAL. I don't know how to say the name, and I'm so sorry. But it's PRAZKAHNAL. I get it now. Anyways, the artist name is PRAZKAHNAL, and we've talked about this, whether that'll actually make it into an episode edit or not, I don't know.
Yeah.
But again, I picked this music based on the fact that, or we actually agreed on this music. It was one of 5 I'd found.
Yeah.
And we'd liked a lot. This was the last one that you'd listened to, and we had the same thing happening where it was like, yeah. So yeah. Okay, the only way I can describe it is like every porn movie I've ever seen when the guy's getting ready to jizz. Yeah! Just that excitement. That's the only way I know how to.
You're like Arnold. I'm calming in the gym. Every time I'm doing push-ups, I'm calming.
Well, so it's just, for me, every time I hear our music, like the music that we picked, it gets me excited, and I start bobbing my head, and, you're going to notice there's going to be some weird sound fluxes, because, one...
She's gesticulating.
And two, the mic actually cannot keep up with my speed, because as I'm actually watching the wave flow, the faster I go, the higher pitch I get, the more it fades out. So it's something we're working on. Just bear the fuck with us. It'll be fine. And for the most part, it's not like you're paying a whole lot of money to listen to a couple of Gen X knuckleheads.
Weirdos.
Psycho killers. Anyways, I'm going to have to end up paying a fucking $1 million over my lifetime for just singing that. Fuck. Please, Mother's Ball, don't sue me. Honestly, I just love that song. I just love it. I mean, it's not. I mean, I don't know. My partner does seem to think that there's a little. I have a little bit of socio or psychopath, and I keep telling him it's not my fault. I know how to do it right.
What was that commercial? There was some commercial that there's a little something in everybody. Something I don't remember specifically what they said, but there's a little something X in everybody. And then they would show somebody and they were doing something crazy and they're like, "Yep, it's in him too," or whatever.
I don't know, but I think it was like a spoof commercial off of way, 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 way back. I saw an old Disney commercial and it said, "There's a little magic in everybody."
No,
So I
there's
think
a little magic in me, all right.
at least it's still in you right now, and it's not out on the floor or something. Maybe that's why. Maybe that's why you were running late down to coffee. I don't know. That's your business.
I expelled the magic. I exorcised the magic.
Oh my God, these mics! I'm telling you, they're crazy. So yes, I know I have a foul language problem, and that's okay because studies show that the people who can freely use explicit language, more creative, more honest, more empathetic, and some of them try to say smarter. I don't say smarter. I just say more well balanced at hiding their psycho. That sound about right?
Sure. Yeah.
Sound about right?
Yeah.
So, but here's the cool thing. So, as we're going through and doing all this shit, it literally just dawns on me today because I'm actually trying to pay attention to what you do, like with the laptop, because I hate technology so much. I hate it so much. I hate it so much.
She's practically a Luddite.
Oh,
Look that one up.
a Luddite. Don't you mean Mennonite?
No. Wow.
I don't want to pull my phone over because with the microphone having weird issues, and knowing it can part of it, cell phone interference. Who the fuck thought I'm gonna make this great thing, but the Wi-Fi on your cell phone can fuck with your mics? Wow.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, I gotta get a drink. I'm thirsty. I'm a thirsty bitch. Not like that.
Yeah.
Not like that.
Raising people. Look. Swallow closer to the mic. You get some ASMR.
That's your job. Oh, you want ASMR?
I'm not Aurora Snow. Thank you very much.
Are you proud of me, Dad? What's sad is you actually make that noise better than me.
Allegedly.
My partner would be like, no, she goes, which isn't true either.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm anyways, not for this podcast.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, so I'm going to give you a compliment. So I started noticing today.
I'm sure it's well deserved.
Of course.
Why are you so full of yourself? One ass.
Well, just going to leave that butt plug right there.
Wow. Nope. Not interested.
Hard pass, ma'am. I can't say anything because
Exit only.
is it this wire? Is this the wire that's causing me problems? You stupid fucking cutbag.
Wiggle it just a little bit.
Anyways, so trying to give you some compliments, you dickhead. So I actually kind of noticed today that, well, first of all, we don't always do our conversations on mic, right?
Yeah.
Like we went to coffee and it was like an hour later. I'm like, oh, do you realize we're not even recording? And you're like, oh yeah, whatever. And then we were like, fuck it, we're gonna go to the office. And for me, it was just because it was getting busier.
Yeah.
And it's gonna sound funny, but I'm making taco salad for dinner, modified taco salad, and I had bought cheese because I didn't want to do it on the Friday rush. So I had cheese sitting in my bag and I didn't want it to go bad.
No. I mean, it's cheese, dude. Making cheese is a form of preserving the food. So
Right. But like
time.
at 2 hours after cheese has been taken out of a fridge, even if it's in its wrapper, it starts getting that oily sweat, which is really gross.
The oily sweat.
I got the oily.
Oh, yeah. You know that sweat that you get? No.
Anyway.
Half the people have been like, these people are disgusting. I'm logging off now.
Yeah, and then the other half are like, where can I pay them more? Because I want After Dark to be up and running fucking now, people. Like, look, trust me, After Dark is going to be fun because what we used to do, we have tons of
crazy stories.
Yeah, especially when we went traveling over to the other side of the state. You know, we'll be able to talk about fun things like Craigslist and all that shit.
I almost invoked Chuck's name for that place, but
Yeah, let's not do that. Although, speaking of Chuck, because this is stuff. There's some stuff we can actually talk about that's not so bad. It's not NSFW stuff. But
I love you, Chuck.
I love you so much, Chuck and Sandy Cheeks. We love you guys.
Yes.
I mean, not as much as I love Mama D.
Yeah.
Don't get it twisted. I mean, that's just she's like the matriarch of us all.
Yeah.
Like she's God. You look at her and you're just like, she's how fucking old? She ain't that old.
Yeah.
Especially when like if you think of, she's literally almost old enough to be my mom's mom.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it's like hyper crazy.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to give you a fucking compliment. Quit squirreling me, motherfucker.
Obviously, it wasn't meant to be.
What I was going to say, because I get very sentimental. I'm under a lot of stress. It's been a rough fucking year. Like, so officially today, August 8th, 2025, which I don't know what day we're publishing this. Sorry, but you got to remember there is a little bit of delay while we're pulling everything together to make sure that we're...
Can make the radio edit.
You hear that every once in a while. You saved that soundbite, didn't you?
Actually, no, I didn't.
Oh, damn it. Then we should do another one.
Well, I can just
radio edit.
I can just copy it out of that particular.
Or you can just do it.
Anyway.
I was going to say you could just do it better, Mr. fucking one take motherfucker. Anyways.
Captain One Take.
Oh, Captain One Nut. But anyways.
Definitely.
Although I don't know. I have that one ex. I told you. I have, God rest his soul. He had one really huge nut and one little shriveled prune. But I don't know.
Captain Softball over here.
Sadly, like I said, God rest his soul. And I'm sorry, but our mutual gamer friends will probably know who I'm talking about. And they'll be like, what? And I'll be like, yeah, but, it's not something I talked about out of respect.
What's his name? Jeffrey.
Jeffrey Bezos. Stop.
You're the one who did that.
No, you. It's your fault.
Blame it on cocaine. Any fucking.
Billy Manilli.
Willy Vanilli.
Oh,
hilarious.
So funny. And what's even funnier is because, like, literally everybody's got a parent, grandparent, aunt, uncle, cousin, nephew, person around the corner, whatever. You leaned your head back so fucking far, the mic didn't even pick up your laugh, and it was such a good laugh.
Nah, it's fine.
And we just went through cell phones interrupting. That's why mine's over there. And you had mine too. Trying to give you a compliment, going to give you a compliment, because I get so sentimental. But before we really get into today's conversation, I'd actually noticed it probably started yesterday when we were just trying to edit, and the things we edit is dead space because it's only been in the last couple months where I've started where I'm laughing again, where it's audible. It's like the last, because the last, just everything that happened at the end of my last, in my moving and storage job, I couldn't laugh out loud without being mocked, and then everything else. So, I got this very high pitch, is it Snagglepuss, that old cartoon character who was like,
yeah,
it was like really high,
wheezy laugh and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. So I've had that wheezy laugh, and it's only been recently. But what I noticed yesterday was that you're laughing more.
Mm.
And I know it's because, for me at least, it's like I'm noticing how much more comfortable you are with things, which is great. And now we're at the point where, okay, now we're comfortable being back on mic again, which should have been such an easy transition considering we were on video for 20 fucking years for you and 15 years for me.
Yeah. Every move you make. Yeah.
Shall we talk about the guy who broke down in tears by your office?
Not
so
interested.
Anyways, it's actually, I want to say thank you that we're doing this ride together because it is so fun to hear you laugh and make fun of yourself and not just me. It's because, sometimes it's all about making fun of me. Well, you did admit that you were kind of an asshole to him. I know, and I already apologized, so fuck off. So we can't say it though.
Yeah.
You promise we can't say it, and I'm not going to say it because yesterday we actually did have to do an edit because I did go on a little tangent about something, But it wasn't. That's the thing that people don't understand with our podcast. Sometimes it's like literally, it's us off the cuff. This is not a shtick or a show. Anybody who's known us, I've got gamer friends, exes that have seen us together, and they would hands down be on this and be like, "This is how these motherfuckers always are." So for me, anyways, it is so nice to see you. It literally is like we haven't missed a beat. I mean, a part of it is we spend so much time together, but like really the other part of it is I think we've kind of both reached that stage in our life where it's just like I just don't give a fuck about anybody else's opinion, and I'm just here to have a good time.
Yeah.
Laughter is truly the best medicine, and that's a big thank you to you, because I have not, especially after I first left my moving and storage job, I was definitely had some moments where if you weren't there, probably would have ended badly. You know, and so that's nice to see it, and it's really good to see that I can tell the changes in me, because now you're back to busting my balls the way you always did. So you don't walk as tenderly as you used to, and so that's all nice, and that's so fancy
And very nice.
so, anyways, one of the things we should tell people is that we're getting our Discord up and running.
Yeah.
That is pretty fucking exciting, because the Discord is going to give us more opportunity to potentially do live chats.
Yeah.
Maybe, I don't know. But what is most interesting about the Discord is that's how I'm going to set up Win a Date with Dagda.
Jesus Christ.
Win a coffee date with Dagda. I'm going to whore him out, just saying.
You're this weird ass dating thing.
Yeah, but okay, so I love you so much, brother. But what I was thinking is I would get a picture of Cornelius and put it in front of a camera, and then we'll put you on do you know who Cornelius is from Planet of the Apes?
No, it's been forever since I've seen
He's
that.
the Ranger.
Okay.
He's the Ranger. So I thought, because you're not really comfortable with having your face out there yet. I mean, that'll come, in time.
Wow.
Father, forgive me. But that's what I was thinking we could do is because Bogue, I want to win a coffee date with Bogue, because that is the coolest thing about the day and age we live in is like literally you can get coffee delivered to anybody anywhere in the world that you're willing to pay for, right?
Yeah.
Will they actually get it? Who fucking knows? Because
I mean, also on a kind of side note on that, like a lot of people aren't going to be like, oh, here's my address. For you to send you might want to do like a third party. Well, like only you will know the address.
Right.
Like, do it that way. Do it so that only you know the address. That way,
that's right.
The person doesn't have to worry about weirdos like me.
I mean, I am a weirdo, but I'm also I'm that weirdo that you love to hate, because this motherfucker hates anytime we go in the store, and it's okay for me to compliment anybody in that fucking store. But you go to give somebody a compliment, they look at you like, ugh, fucking creep, get away from me. Not because you're bad looking, not because of anything else, but just because you have.
Yeah. That actually made me think of a Insane Clown Posse line. I got a fucked up forehead looking like a Klingon.
Good line.
Ladies still let me get my ding-a-ling a swing on.
Yeah. Okay, well, I didn't need to hear that part. The Klingon forehead thing was great, though. But anyways, so I personally, now that I'm at my year anniversary of being separated from the moving and storage, we're moving forward with this because, honestly, I'm kind of depressed still, obviously, but I'm still frustrated with not being able to find a mainstream job. And then, of course, I got that email today, which was bullshit. But anyways, we're not even talking about that on mic. We're not talking about that on mic. But because even though I have been a miserable see you next Tuesday at times, you have not, one, given up on our friendship, and two, ever failed to make me laugh when I've really needed it. So thank you. Can we get a knock? Knocks. So anyways.
You're welcome. Thank you. You're welcome.
Aw.
I know, I'm awesome. Yep.
Oh, fuck's sake.
And you can be awesome too because you're in my shadow. What a dick.
What a dick. Talking about how short I am again.
I wasn't even referring to that.
Oh, so speaking of short, because this is why you guys love us, because squirrel happens Please pull over if you laugh too hard. If you're like me and you really start laughing, or like what Dad just did, which was almost fall halfway backwards in his chair from laughing because he's so fucking awesome. He's telling the jokes left and right, up and down, everything. Anyways, squirrel, last night, yesterday at some point, I think it was yesterday, might have been the day before because short people don't remember everything all the same way, right?
Short people got short memories.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was last night, though it might have been the night before. Anyways, I come walking in the living room, right? And my partner's in there stretching. He's not on the ground stretching. Yeah, it had to have been yesterday morning, maybe. Anyways, he's standing up stretching, like stretching his arms up, which you can't do that. Both arms are up. You can't do that. Haha, I can.
Yeah.
And I looked at him and I was just like, you need to stop. And he's like, what? And I'm like touching the ceiling. It makes me feel shorter than I actually fucking am. And he's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, reach the ceiling. I'm like, can you do this? And he puts both his hands up. And I was like, yeah. Like, trying to tell him that you're not as tall as you think you are. And he goes, because at first he was playing it like, yeah, it took me some effort, right? And I'm just like, I'm like, I fucking believe you. I'm like, stick your hands up. And then I was like, oh, okay, yeah, you really had to stretch. And he goes, yeah, just a little. This motherfucker lifted his heel 2 inches and he had his hands flat on the ceiling.
Yep, that sounds about right.
Do you know how tall I felt? Yeah, that's a good old adage. Yeah, I literally felt like I was in Willy Wonka's ginger chocolate factory getting ready to sing Oompa Loompa. That's how short I felt. I'm serious. I was just like, partner, you know his name. What? I'm like, partner, you're just making me feel short. This motherfucker looks at me and he goes, you're so cute with your little corgi legs. And I stomped out of the fucking room. I'm like, you are such a...
Looking like the Lollipop Guild.
I'm the fucking vice president. I'll tell you that right now.
Anyhow,
so that's all that sentimental shit. So next week, so we previously talked about, and I'm sure it's going to hit in there. It's probably going to be an episode that we either release as like a member exclusive, a behind the scenes or whatever, where we actually talked about hometown stuff and like childhood stuff.
Yeah.
Because I was raised in the city and you were raised in the, what around here we call it a country. No, it's not like Kentucky country, Arkansas country, or Tennessee country. Otherwise, you would have dated one of your cousins. Like you just lived on the wrong side of the tracks. I was waiting a week to say that, just by the way. But anyway, so I'd said to you next week, I think we need to do a day trip because I would love for you to. I know you've been around, near, or through there a couple of times since you haven't lived at home in the last years. Yeah. I'm not saying how many years since you've lived at home. We'll just say it's been a few years. And
it's been a day or two.
It's been a few moons. And I thought it'd be really cool to take you by and actually see like this whole area, this farmland and everything that you grew up on, and then actually see how your hometown's changed. Because I'm pretty sure when you were there, I think you guys had about like maybe 30,000 people in your town, maybe 15.
There was nowhere near that many people.
Maybe 15,000.
I mean, maybe in the extended area around us, because it's kind of spread out. Like I said, it's a bedroom community, so most of the people don't live within the town, within the city limits or whatever.
Right.
Within the city limits, I think we had just surpassed 3,000 people.
God, see, I'm thinking, there's definitely a lot more people than that. It's so crazy to go down the main street in your town.
Yeah.
Because I've been through there obviously many, many more times doing the moving and storage than you've been.
Yeah.
Like, and really, it's so crazy because your hometown has a Walmart in it now.
Yep. That used to be Cattleman's auction house plot.
Yeah.
Where they would auction cows and pigs and stuff.
I actually remember my mom's ex-husband.
Fantastic restaurant there too.
And it's, of course, all the good stuff's gone. I mean, except for me and you, but whatever. I mean, we're vintage. We're vintage now, but we're cool vintage. No, I actually remember we used to drive through near your town a few times because my mom's ex-husband, my stepdad, God rest his soul, we'd go, he had property not too far away from your place. I've told you about it.
Yeah.
And so it is actually crazy. The first time I actually went to your hometown, when I probably hadn't been through there for any reason whatsoever for probably the better part of 10 years, if not more.
Okay.
I didn't have a reason to go that far in. And then when I went back to moving and storage and we started getting jobs out there, it was just like, why is this so complicated to find these fucking addresses? Because when you look at it from like an aerial view, you literally can see how, there's a farm here, there's a farm, like on the outskirts, you can see all of this makes sense. Yeah. And then as you get into these newer development, it's like, who the fuck thought a wheel spoke would be fucking smart here? We're not Washington, D.C., you motherfuckers. Who the fuck thought, I swear to Christ, there is, excuse my language, but I swear to Christ, there is a fucking community out there that almost has a Z design.
Wow.
It's just like, and there was actually a house when my partner and I were actually looking at potentially before everything had happened with moving and storage, and it just was not a financial possibility. There was actually a house I was looking at out that way. And it was like, it was like, I don't know, 80,000 more than would have really been a realistic range for us to do. But it had a built-in rental with it. So it actually had 2 houses on one property.
Okay.
And I looked at it and I'm like, when you look at this thing in the photos from the real estate agent, right? Or the realty company, like the Redfin, I think it was.
Yeah.
Or whoever, you look at it, you're like, oh, this is cool. This is totally that country vibe. It's not too far from the main part of the city. This is great. And then when you actually go to a real life satellite street view of it, oh yeah, when you look at the front yard, it looks like this. But when you look up at the roof of the house, the whole fucking back line, or what you would call the back skyline,
okay,
nothing but 2-story fucking rectangle houses. That's your whole view.
Oh, wow.
That's your whole fucking view. And you can tell that more than half of this, they have got the square footage on that lot out 100%. I did lawn care. I fucking know what a fucking quarter acre looks like. Don't you fucking dare tell me what a 8,000 square foot, if you're being fucking generous, lot. Don't you dare try to tell me that motherfucker the quarter acre. You're full of shit. You're full of shit. That's the thing. People will believe whatever you tell them.
Yeah.
Because when I was talking to other friend of mine, I was just like, I kind of saw this. It was kind of interesting. They're like, oh, it's not a quarter acre. That's not bad. I'm like, that's not a quarter acre. That is not a quarter acre. A quarter acre here, like anywhere you go is like closer to 11,000 square feet, not 8,000 square feet. Don't you sit there. And the thing is what I figured out when I looked at the picture like a 4th time, because I was super pissed, is that they literally were calculating the fucking sidewalk and right-of-way bike lane into the square footage. And I'm like, you dirty ass fuckers.
I mean, technically, usually, the sidewalk anyway, is usually part of your property, even though it's basically given up. But yeah.
Well, I mean, maybe out in the country, but here in the city, you are required to maintain it.
Yes.
But it is not your property, and it is not calculated with your property. It is here in our city. It is no longer part of your square footage. The parking strip, yes. The house, yes. The sidewalk, no. That is city property.
Interesting. Because you have to pay for the sidewalk to be put in.
You have to pay for it to be replaced. You have to make sure that you're out there fucking glow-in-the-dark fucking spraying it with cracks and shit. Like,
yeah.
I mean, you've seen my block. If anybody's going to have a problem with something being not spray painted, it's going to be over at the corner with that fucking earthquake of a mess.
Yeah. And that's why a lot of places you'll be walking down the sidewalk and then all of a sudden there's no sidewalk in front of a house.
Yeah.
It's because the homeowner has to pay to have the sidewalk put in.
Yeah.
At least partially. I don't remember if it's the full amount or half.
Yeah.
Like that really nice brick house down the street.
Oh, yeah. That one looks really good.
Actually specifically had them replace all of it.
Did he tell you how much he spent?
He did not.
Because I think it was I think the deal that they had was that you were actually, I think this time because they were planning on coming through and doing, what do they call it? Sidewalk cleanup, like safety cleanup or whatever.
Yeah.
I think
grinding down
Yeah. So if you wanted something specifically done, I think you had to pay for 25% of the cost.
Yeah. I don't remember. That. Yeah. He did say that it was a big discount from what it would normally be.
Mm-hmm.
And so he was like, fuck it. I'm just going to do it. And it looks nice. It is very nice. But nobody else in this fucking neighborhood paid to have any of their shit replaced. They just let them grind down the stuff.
I think closer to the grocery store, there's a couple of spots.
Yeah. That one house that just had the whole front yard redone.
Yeah.
They did that there
Yeah.
also, but that's pretty much.
But then, these people on the other, like on the back side of the block from us, so on the next block, well, back side of the block for me, next block over, those motherfuckers got fucking both ends.
Yeah.
Both ends got free fucking curb and all that fucking put in.
Yeah.
Anyways, so what I was thinking was we'll go and we'll take a look around, and because for me it's also a memory lane for me, obviously, because we'd head out that way to go camping when I was a kid. Which, anyways, so now it reminded me of something else. I'm afraid of squirreling. But I think it'd be fun to go do that and go see everything, and maybe be naughty and eat like a burger or something. I don't know, but I think it would be really interesting for you to see how different it actually is when you were a kid.
Yeah.
And take you by I'm sure you've seen it, but like it's like I don't want to say the celebrity who lives out there.
Oh yeah.
I don't want to say that, but just to see how different it is now versus years ago. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's fucking crazy. But there's nobody standing out there with fucking
assault rifles.
Yeah, I was actually going to name some, but I don't know any assault rifles. Just they're called assault rifles. But there's nobody standing out there with assault rifles anymore, and it's so crazy because it's just like I remember, when I was a kid, that was such a big juju thing. Like, you don't look when you're going by there. You respect it. You don't look. You don't want them sending any like witchcraft at you or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's just like so insane, and it's just like
voodoo running from my magic.
that works too. So I thought that would be fun.
Yeah.
We just got to figure out what day, because you've got other, we've got some healthcare stuff we're doing on a Tuesday.
Yeah.
And then
got the plans for Wednesday.
I was actually gonna allegedly call it an alleged hot date, but then you would take it and laugh. Other people would be like so fucking offended.
It is highly offensive.
To who? It's not to me. I find it fucking hilarious.
The person saying the offensive thing is usually not the one that got offended by it.
I'm not offended by it. I'm also not offended if you want to choose to exclude giving me pronouns. I'm also okay if you look at me and go, yes, ma'am. Okay. You're not going to see me go on some tirade.
I have found it weird whenever people refer to me as sir or mister or whatever.
Right.
But I'm not one of those people. I'm an NCO. I work for a living. Don't call me sir. That sort of stuff. Yeah.
Well, it's always funny to me because people at the stores or wherever, or even any jobs I've worked, they're like, yes, ma'am. And I'm just like, no, I fucking work for a living. Don't say that to me. But then in the same breath, like today, I got a burrito for breakfast because I was not waiting 16 hours to break my fasting. Nope.
Burrito.
I was fucking good with a 14-hour fast. I was perfectly okay with a 14-hour fast today. And, but I was just like, yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. And it was just like, but she called me ma'am. And I was just like, don't call me ma'am. Don't do that. And it's such a weird thing. And I don't know if it's because it's our generation or if it's because I want to like automatically give that respect. And then you tell me if you're not okay with that level of respect.
Yeah.
It's just one of those weird, quirky things. I had a shipper in moving and storage, and this guy was just, yes, ma'am. Can I show you this, ma'am? Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. And he just was staring at me. And okay, first of all, people who don't know me outside of real life, my favorite feature about me is my eyes. It just always has been because it encompasses so many colors, right? They're hazel eyes. Fuck behind blue eyes. Get down with hazel eyes, right? And he was doing that stare. Yes, ma'am. Oh, no, ma'am. Oh, yes, ma'am. So he's doing
from
that.
the South?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. But the great ones are the ones that are from Alaska when they're shipping here from Alaska and you got a delivery for them. They're just like, oh, it's so cold here. Are you warm enough, ma'am? Come in here. We'll get you warmed up. But same philosophy. I tell everybody the same thing. It's just like everybody is somebody's cup of tea. And the military are the freakiest of them all.
I mean, you got to have something kind of wrong with you.
I was waiting for you to break it. You got to have faith. You got to have faith.
Sorry. No more George Michael.
No, sadly, he passed away. R.I.P. George Michael. Anyways.
R.I.P. father figure.
Oh, before he came out of the closet. Which
That was before?
Yeah.
I mean, I kind of always knew. It's called Wham. What
and I love the fact that Deadpool is just like, no, you're saying it wrong. It's Wham. It's not Wham, it's Wham. How many sales Wham got after, I don't know, 40 years of not being on the charts? I can imagine it was exponential.
I mean, or people just bought the fucking soundtracks.
Yeah. I mean, but who do you know under the age of 30 who's out buying soundtracks unless it's a digital copy?
I don't know.
Like, and I don't know. I mean, it's not like it's, who's one of those popular singers now? T Swift, I think they call her. No.
Taylor Swift.
Taylor. Okay.
Rihanna.
Sadly, she hasn't put out any new music. You know, her Super Bowl performance was like her first performance she'd done in like a really long time. And she hasn't even done a world tour performance in over 9 years. Mm. And she has my second favorite song on the whole planet. And isn't it scary that when you look at the age gap between my absolute favorite song in the world and my second favorite song, like, why are there so many decades between them? Because I'm a picky bitch. I'll tell you that right now. Damn it, you keep me squirreling. What were we talking about?
Squirrels. We were talking about going out to my hometown and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. But because I think it would be cool to see it. It would be really cool for me. I mean, I have not been there. I haven't gone through there.
I know for a fact that they have more than just one four-way blinking light.
They do. They have two. And a traffic signal, I think. That's kind of the brilliance of your hometown, the way it's laid out.
Yeah.
Is that you don't need a whole lot of traffic signals. Or maybe there's like 4 traffic signals now. And I think that's only so you can get in and out of the Walmart easier.
Yeah.
Honestly.
I don't think, the last several times that I went out there, we didn't drive down that road. I mean, we drove down that road, but not that far. We bypassed all that.
Yeah.
Because basically that road runs parallel to the road that I lived off of.
Yeah.
So we never went over that way really, unless we were going specifically either out this way.
Yeah.
Because that's out the backside of radio edit redacted. Otherwise, we'd go out the other direction.
Right.
If we were going down that particular road, we were heading out to the other major city near us. So yeah.
Well, and it's kind of interesting when you're around that area, how much of it is not in your redacted area that you grew up in the redacted valley. But when you go further out, like you're heading, I think you would say southwest.
Okay.
So that way by the casino and stuff, when you're heading towards the casino that's out that way.
Okay, yeah.
It's kind of interesting how I think there's only 1 or 2 traffic lights, and then it's all fucking roundabouts, or you better hold on to your fucking panties because it's a 50 zone and people do 90 all the time.
Yeah.
It's so crazy.
It's especially crazy because out that way, the reservation that's out there, basically driving out there, and then, you go to the native reservation and then it's military area, right? And there was virtually nothing out there. Like, I never went out onto the reservation. Mm-hmm. I did go out into the military area, right. But I never went out and
can't now.
I know. At that time, it was like the largest I don't know exactly how to explain it. It was the largest kind of open post.
Yeah, non-secure post.
Yeah. And so, I would go out into the training areas all the time. Mm-hmm. Not the training areas that are like impact areas mm-hmm. and ranges and stuff like that. Those are always fenced off, and they always make it obvious not to go out into this fucking area.
Yeah.
But most of the area is not anything like that. There's like landing zones. There's a mock city out there.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. All that stuff was open and you could just walk out onto it.
Yep. Not anymore. And I'll tell you what's really fucking creepy now that they've spent the last, 20 years since 9/11. Since 9/11, they've fenced it more and more and more and more. And what's really fucking creepy is there's a couple of spots around this military base when you're just driving, and all of a sudden you just see like the top half of a body just at a very steady pace walking because there's somebody out who's just, I don't know what the fuck they're doing. It's always seemed like that when I was out that kind of like northeast of there, that like where that's fenced. So apparently on the other side of this fence is a fucking ditch that you really can't see, but that's where a lot of the soldiers walk. So there's somebody who tries to come in and just bust, like if Red Dawn ever really happened.
Yeah.
You know, it'd be immediately like your vehicle is just simply not getting over here.
Yeah.
But it is quite interesting. But I think it'll be fun. And the cool thing about it is we're going to test this portable recorder. We're going to see how it does in the car, because the portable recorder that we've been playing with when we go actually to the coffee shop before coming back here, that sometimes we record, sometimes we don't. It'll be interesting to see how it does, because that's going to be something that we already know a couple of the investment things we're going to look forward to hopefully getting some help with in the next, month or two. Yeah. But it could be a game changer if it works really well for us out in the car, out on the road. It could be a game changer, because there's a lot of times where we're driving and we have the most random conversations. And there's been a few times where I've said to you, oh shit, I have to stop laughing. I can't breathe. I'm going to pass the fuck out. And that microphone particularly seems to pick up a lot of background noise, which is something that these boom mics aren't doing as much of, which is nice. It just
bonuses and detractions from.
Yeah, there's pros and cons.
Yeah.
And for me right now, my absolute favorite mics are the mini mics.
Yeah.
And that's just, for me, it's just because I talk with my hands so much because I'm a late day. But
is that what you call it?
I would call it that. I would call it like I'm Squirrel Lady.
I'm like Squirrel Girl.
I'm a grown up ish.
There's an actual Marvel character named Squirrel Girl.
You know what? I'm gonna. We're getting short on time, so if I go to Wikipedia, then we have to do an extended version, and that we can't do that.
Yeah,
we have to stay on budget.
Next Halloween, you should dress up as Squirrel Girl.
I mean, I could dress up as a chunky Dolly Parton. You see it now, don't you? I could go. I haven't dyed my hair in several years, and I used to just highlight it because when I quit working outside, my hair went from being like Cheryl's hair, so blonde, to this dark, dirty blonde. And so sometimes I would dye it or what. I mean, I could dye my hair to platinum blonde again.
I think she's taller than you.
It's only because that bitch wears 6-inch heels. Whatever.
Yeah.
You played with your cord, and now everything's acting funny again.
Nope.
Stop playing with your cord. Maybe I hit it. What the fuck was I saying? You motherfucker.
Talking about Dolly Parton.
No. Anyways, I think it'll be fun. It'll be an experiment to try this portable mic. That's like an all-in-one recorder. And so even though there's lots of great aspects to it, there are, other mixed reviews about it. Like it literally picks up too much background noise. Yeah. So I think what I'll do over this weekend, even though I'm probably recording a session, I don't know if you'll make it in or not. It depends on how your game group goes. But I'm probably going to do a session with Bogey. It sounds so dirty. Today we have a session with Bogey. Tomorrow we have a session with Dagda. It sounds so dirty, but I don't know a better way to say it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to talk to that motherfucker this weekend. I mean,
That dirty little bogey.
I'm telling you, that poor kid. I love him so much. And I feel really horrible that I have that dream about him. But I feel better now that I've gotten it off my chest and told him about it. But, it's not my fault that he reads like a dirty little...
La. Radio edit. Redacted.
That's not my fault.
Wow.
You have to redact that one, I think, probably.
Yeah.
No. But anyways, that's not my fault. That's your fault. So we'll see how that goes. I think it's going to be a fun thing because it will open up more of people hearing us in our natural environment, especially when we're driving. Because I think we're a lot more relaxed when we're driving. And
crikey, here's some nerds in their natural environment.
yeah, so okay, our natural environment is being fucking goofy, right?
Weirdo, yeah.
Oh, fucking psycho. Anyways, so yeah, I'm excited about spending some time with Bogey this weekend, getting other things going. Again, we're working on the Discord, and all that fun stuff. I think it'll be a fun day trip to do because we honestly haven't done a day trip, number one, in forever.
Yeah.
And ooh, I didn't want to burp into the mic. And then number two, it'll really be for you a way to really see the progressive change. Only it won't be like, ta-da, it's just changed, and all of a sudden be like, holy fuck, what the fuck? I'm telling you, it's just fucking weird out there now to see it so, just to see so many houses.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So anyways, Patreon, working on that. Discord, working on that. Rose G, Rose S, Stacy K. Shout out love. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Well, we're getting kind of long in the tooth here, which is not unusual for us, but we probably should think about hitting them with the outro.
I am a werewolf, and yes.
Okay. All right. So hit them with the outro.
Later.
Bye. Okay, everybody, that's all the time we have for today. So I want to thank you for stopping by to enjoy the conversation. We're glad you're here, and please share and share again and share some more. And if you haven't already, subscribe. We'll be having another chat and another cup soon. We'll talk to you then. Look forward to seeing you.